It's Kate from Grow Your Own Joy. I'm going to show you some hauls from this week, August 28th. This week was a little bit different because I feel like I did more shopping than I usually do, but I was trying to stock up to get ready to go back to work. I had been off for the summer and I just want to have enough stuff on hand so that I am prepared and I don't have to stress as much about running out of things. I usually have a pretty well-stocked pantry and household good supply, but these are just a few things that I needed or wanted to have on hand for the upcoming weeks. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy this video. So here's my order from Grove. I get one not every month, I would say about every other month. And I just needed a few things. So we get this bamboo toilet paper. This is 8 rolls and we really like it. We used to use the Costco toilet paper and we actually switched to this because we preferred it. And it's a little bit better because it doesn't use the paper. We got a recycled aluminum foil. This hand sanitizer smells so good, and I use quite a bit of it at work, so I bought another one to have at home because I brought the one that was here to work. A refill of liquid dish soap. I got this. It's actually like in a metal container, but this is a hand soap refill, and I just thought mulled apple sounded so good, and it was a limited time thing, so I figured I'd try it as a refill. It does smell really good. It smells like fall, so can't wait to use that this fall. And then everything else was free, so I believe this was for my birthday or for some anniversary of my membership to Grow. So this is a face bar for washing my face, so that's good. That'll be the next one that I use. That was completely free with my purchase. And then this Hello charcoal toothpaste was a free sample, and these laundry detergent and hand soap sheets. There's 2 laundry detergent sheets and 2 hand soap sheets, and these were also a free sample. So that's my Grove order. Pretty small this time around, but that'll get us by. Here's my Chewy order. This probably isn't the best food for our cats, but it's what they're used to, so I'm sticking to it. They used to sell these big 48 serving packages at Target, but I haven't been able to find them, so I started ordering a subscription from Chewy. I used to just get this one, but I'm trying something new where I get 2 at a time, and then I can maybe get a shipment every month and a half, 2 months instead of once a month. That way I have fewer boxes coming. They were sending a giant box, and all that would be in it is just 1 package, and I feel like that's really wasteful. So at least when they send 2, it's using up the space in the box, and I'm not getting as many boxes that I have to deal with. So that's what I got. I'll put the price on the screen because I don't remember. Each of these is usually between $17 and $22, which that's just what it is. So we pay it, and it kind of fluctuates every time. So yep, that's what we got. This is pretty rough, but this is how I do my meal planning. I kind of look around the house and see what needs to be used up or what I already have taken out of the deep freezer and is in my regular freezer waiting to be made into a meal. And then I write down what I still need on a list, and then what I need to grab from the deep freezer. And then I'll also, I haven't done this yet, but I'll also go through the cabinets and see if there's anything we're running low on and add that to the list as well. So I have a pasta bake freezer meal that's been in there a while, so we're going to do that this week. It's a busy week. I'm going to make some Korean beef bowls. We have a ton of hot dogs that we got on clearance, and we need to use them up. So this is like our little kid dinner. We're doing mac and cheese and hot dogs, and I'm going to get some frozen peas. My writing is horrible because I wrote really quickly. But I'm going to make 2 things this weekend so that they're ready for the week for us just to have already prepared dinners and lunches. So I'm going to make these Caesar marinated chicken thighs that were in the freezer. Roast some potatoes that need to be used up. They were from the garden and way too small, so they're not going to keep I picked them way too early, but the plants weren't doing well. And then a veggie side, that'll just be whatever I have that came out of the garden that needs to be used up. And then I'm going to make a quiche, and I have some bacon that was in the freezer that I took out to thaw, so I'll put some bacon in it. And then I don't know what else I'm going to put in it. I may put onion, I may put, I don't know, I may put some greens. I have to think on that one. So from the grocery store, things that I need to make these meals complete. And then things that I know that we're already out of. I need sour cream. I'm almost out of coffee cream. We need a box of gluten-free mac and cheese. I would like some green onions for the Korean beef bowls. And a bag of frozen peas. I'm going to also go through the cabinet and see if there's anything that we need that we're out of. I don't think there is. So then everything else I buy will be because it either was a good deal or I forgot it, because sometimes I just get there and I'm like, oh, I forgot. So I went back and looked at what we were out of, and I needed to add cottage cheese, tortilla chips. I remembered we need mustard seeds. I want some kettle chips for lunches. And I think that's it. So it's going to be a pretty small haul, unless I find some deals or I remember anything along the way. All right, Dinky is excited about the grocery haul. Let me pan over and show you what we got, and then I'll talk about it. Dinky is the best helper. He's not supposed to be on the counter. All right, here's my receipt from the grocery store today. This is my haul for the week. I may have to pick up some fill-in things as time goes along, but this should pretty much be it. I paid $66.39 for all of this today, and let me show you what I got. So this feta was $2.99 for the 12-ounce tub. I don't normally get reduced fat, but I saw this price, and for that, we'll use this up. Normally, this is about $5.99 for the same amount. So the reduced fat was marked down, but the regular was not. So this is what I got. Maybe I'll put this in some quiche or something. Standard here, cottage cheese with chives, sour cream. The cottage cheese was $3.89 for the family pack, and the cottage cheese was $1.69. These party wings, my husband likes wings a lot lately, so I saw these and I picked them up. They actually are 99 cents a pound. They do need to be frozen or used very soon, by tomorrow. But that's fine. I'll just freeze them and we'll use them for dinner. So this package was $1.51, and this package was $1.31. And I don't remember what this was originally, but it was a lot more than this. I got some hash brown patties. Those are $3. And then the Polar Seltzer. This is like my treat in the afternoon at work. It gives me a little pick-me-up without the caffeine. I just like having something bubbly. So that was $4. These are for me. These are my favorite chips. The Kettle Brand Sea Salt and Vinegar. Those were $3.99, and I'll have those for lunches or snacks this week. And then we got 2 of the late July organic sea salt dippers. Those are great with salsa, or we do a lot of rice bowls and things. So if we end up having any of those, we'll have some chips with it. Those were $4.49 each. So they are a little bit more pricey, but the quality is great. So $4.49 each. I got 2 of the Annie's gluten-free pastas, rice and cheddar. I like the ones that are the shells, but they haven't had them in a while, so I just got these. Those were 2 for $6. I've been looking for mustard seed and haven't been able to find it anywhere, but they had it today. This is for canning projects. That was $2.99 for the container. This is my guilty pleasure. I just have a little of my coffee in the morning. The Coffee Mate Rice Krispie Treat flavor is so good. And then what else? These onions, organic yellow onions, were $2.99 for a 2-pound bag. Got some green onions for 99 cents. And then all the melons were so expensive. Most of them were $6.99 each, but the cantaloupes were on special for $3.99 for one. So I got the biggest one I could find, and I'll just let it ripen up on the counter, and then we'll cut it up when it's ready. Drains have been really clogged, so I did get a big thing of Drano. That was $7.99. And then I got a bag of sweet peas for $2.49. And then just some more Chobani yogurt. These were $1.25 each. So I got a raspberry and an orange and cream. So that's my haul for today. And I'll show you if I pick up anything else as the week goes on. I am going to a yard sale today, so if I get anything good, I'll show you that too. I did some garden cleanup today, and I picked a couple cucumbers, a bunch of tomatoes that will ripen on the counter, some peppers, radishes. Last night something came and ate the tops off of all my radishes, so I just picked whatever I could get. And then in another section of radishes, I actually had them covered and nothing ate them, but I picked the ones that were ready. What else is in here? Some beans, basil, celery. I think that's it. This little tiny yellow cucumber, I think that plant needs to be pulled because they're coming out very stunted now and deformed. So I'll get on that. My next cleanup. I was doing really well on groceries this week, and then I decided to stop at Wegmans and grab some dinner because I was tired, and I really should have cooked something, but sometimes you just don't feel like it. I try to be good most of the time. We don't do it very often. I ended up spending $82.52, and not pictured, I got the Asian hot food bar. We got some orange chicken, General Tso's chicken, rice, and some broccoli and mushrooms. And then I got 2 things of sushi. We're not eating all this tonight. Some of it will carry into tomorrow, so that's nice. And then the other things that I got, because I only see these at Wegmans, I got these table crackers, which taste like saltines. They're really good. Some more sauerkraut because it helps my gut. So I got this. I like this sea salt and caraway. I've made my own. I really like it. I just don't have time right now, so I'm just buying sauerkraut right now. This vanilla ice cream was on sale for, it's $1.50 off, so it was like $2, $1.99, which is really good. So we'll do that with these Annis cookies, and those are really good. I've never seen this particular brand before, but I'm sure it's delicious. Those were a splurge. Those were $7.49. The kraut was $5.49. And the table crackers were $5.49, and then everything else was just the hot bar. So we spent about $40 on dinner, but that's probably cheaper than if we went out to eat these days. So I think it was worth it, and we'll probably have leftovers from that we'll eat tomorrow as well. So we'll end up getting 2 meals out of the stuff that we bought from the hot bar and from the sushi. So I don't know. Sometimes it's just worth it to take something off the table for yourself. So it worked out for me today. A little bit more than I wanted to spend, but that's all right. I forgot to show you what I got when I went to yard sales the other day. This garden tool organizer will probably go in our shed that we got. We got a hand-me-down shed that we have to put back together. Very grateful for that. And this was only $5, so that'll be great. And then this whole box of mason jars was $6. There are 31 jars of varying sizes, and these are the rings that I was able to salvage. Some of them were rusty, and I just got rid of them. Someone was getting rid of this whole box and I offered her $6, and she took it. So I'm very excited to have these. They are already clean. I brought them to my mother's to put in her dishwasher because I don't have a dishwasher, and I ran them on a hot sanitized cycle, and I'm excited to have these and use these. So I'm outside right now in my garden, and it's really starting to feel like fall. I just wanted to pop on and say that in addition to what I show you, there's also lots of harvests and cooking from my freezer and things that I pull from storage during the week. So I post a lot of that to my Instagram, which is at Grow Your Own Joy. So you can follow me on there if you want. And please like, comment, and subscribe on here if you like what you see. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for joining me.